and welcome to the much anticipated Fenix Bodysuit tutorial for the amazing cutout variation that features the strappy details, the cutout at the sides, as well as the upper cups. Now, at the time of this filming, the kits are sold out. This fabric we got in on, I think it was a Tuesday afternoon. The DIY kits went live on Wednesday, and within 3 hours they were sold out. That's how good this fabric as well as kit is. Bad news is that it's sold out in 3 hours. Good news is that I have reached out to the vendor to reorder the fabric, so that will be coming in. You just might have to have a little bit of patience and wait a little bit. So for this tutorial, I think once I go through it, you're gonna think, wow, that is so easy. It's a lot easier than it looks. I'm going to show you the pattern alterations. There are just two. And then I'm gonna walk you through all the construction changes. It's not a lot, so I'm not gonna be going through like each and every single sewing step, but I'm gonna show you. And if you've sewn in Fenix, or if you are going to sew Fenix, you can totally do it. Full confidence. You can always email hello@madalynne.com if you have any specific questions. Sorry, a little tongue-tied there. So I'm going to show you what I cut out first. So I'm going to go for the bra cups. So there are no pattern changes to the bra cups. Yay! So I cut out the side cup. I'm actually doing a little bit of selfish sewing, so I cut out an extra small AB cup, just like you would, the center front cup, just like you would, and the back band, just like you would. You will be eliminating this pattern piece. Well, you won't be eliminating the pattern piece, but you won't be cutting out any fabric from this pattern piece. But you will be using the pattern in order to get the strap length right. So to show you, is that here's the cup. Yeah. The bad thing about this bodysuit is it looks gorgeous on, but it has absolutely no flat appeal. If you saw it at a store, you would say, what the heck is this thing? So let me lay it flat. There we go. That makes a little bit more sense. So as you see here, I have the center front cups, the side cups, and then this is just empty. It's going to be your skin. But we're going to use that pattern piece in order to determine the length of these pieces. Okay, so cut out the bra as normal. So for the panty portion, I'm going to go over how to make those changes. So again, you're going to see this and you're going to say to yourself, wow, that is so easy. So you lay the side front panty over the center front panty, and you overlap it 1/2 inch because that accounts for the seam allowances, right? Right. Okay, so now here's how you make that center front panty with the cutout. The easiest way for me to demonstrate this is just to lay out one that I've already cut. So I just swooped this, made a nice curve. I have this about 1.5 inches at the top. And I'm not going to give you a precise number because it's going to depend on what your comfort level is, how much coverage you want. But mine is 1.5 inches. And it doesn't have any seam allowances on it because it's finished with photo elastic. And then I just did a nice curve here. And this is about 2 inches. Again, I'm going to leave it up to you how high you want your side seam to be. So that's it. All you do is you combine these two pattern pieces and you just really draw a nice curve to where you want, how wide you want the cutout to be at the bottom band, as well as how wide you want the side seam to be. So I'll just put this back over. See, easy peasy. So that's how you do the front. And then for the back, so here's the back piece. I just continued that curve from the side seam, and what I did is I laid this over to make sure that it was a nice smooth transition from the front, the center front, all the way to the back. Now I lowered the back too because I just want a little bit more booty coverage, or not booty, but I just want a little bit more booty and back showing. So I lowered this about an inch, just to make it a little bit sexier. And that's it, that's how I did the back. So those are the only pattern alterations, so simple. And then the crotch or the gusset, you just cut out the same way. No changes to that. So now let's walk through the construction really quickly. And again, it's really simple. So I'm gonna go through the simplest portion, which is the front. So you are going to sew the front to the back, and then attach the gusset. And then all you do is you finish those edges with photo elastic. And then you attach it to the bottom band. That is it. Now to put on these little strappy details, I think the best way to do it is to, once you've assembled it, is to just try it on. That's what we did with the model, and that's the best way you're gonna get, like, because again, you might have a really small waist, somebody have a little bit of a thicker waist, so it really is gonna depend on what your body type is. And then you just have it, you just pin it, or however you want it to be pinned, and then you tack it down with a straight stitch or a bar tack. Now for the bra cups, again, you just attach it the same way, or you sew the bra the same way that you would. You attach the center front cups to the side cups and the side cups to the back band. And you're gonna finish the top edge with photo elastic, and then you're gonna finish this inner portion, the center front cups, as well as the top of the back band with photo elastic. Now to get this length, what you can do is two options here. You could just sew long strips of this, and all this is photo elastic folded in half with a zigzag stitch. You can add clear elastic or a twill tape to stabilize it if you want. Those weren't included in the kits, but that is an option to add more support. And if you have sheer cup lining, you can put strips of sheer cup lining in that as well. So you could just make long strips of this, try it on, get a good length, or you could use your pattern piece and measure from 1/4 of an inch up all the way to the edge, because again, there's seam allowances on this edge, and then 1/4 of an inch up all the way to the strap point, and then do it that way. It's up to you. I suggest trying it on because this is assuming that there's fabric, so it might be a little bit of a different fit if there's no fabric in the upper cups, but it's up to you. And that's it. Those are the only changes. So it looks like more complicated than it is. Just a few, really, there's just 2 pattern alterations to it, and then a few changes to sewing. So again, I'm hoping that these kits come back into stock really soon, but when they do, at least the video tutorial is here. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.